Hello, my pack, my tribe. Welcome to Howling After Dark. Got a great show for you tonight. It's all about the FireMuseum, our favorite place. We recently did an investigation there. Well, it wasn't just an investigation, actually. We were filming an episode of our web series, Forgotten Ghost Towns, available on YouTube. Check it out. It's Forgotten Ghost Towns, episode 11, with special guest investigators, HPI, historical paranormal investigators out of Upper Sandusky. Those guys, by the way, are a class act. They're amazing. We absolutely love working with them. They're just a cool bunch of people. I'm actually really good buds with their. He's not really their founder, because the group was founded by their leader's aunt when she was active in the field, but it's run now by a good friend of mine, Jose Amasquita II. And Jose's awesome. Anyways, so some things happened during the filming that were a bit unusual as far as the activity we normally get there. And lately, like, the activity inside the FireMuseum has apparently been increasing. I think, like, the activity, like, in general, has been increasing with us, but probably we've just noticed more at the FireMuseum. So, taking that into account, was already, just an epic night. On top of the fact that we were getting to investigate with HPI and all that stuff, and things were happening. Well, one thing that happened that has been happening recently, but it is not the norm hasn't been the norm over the past 2 or 3 years, is capturing sounds and voices and stuff on my camcorder. Normally we capture that stuff on digital recorder or some other kind of audio recording device, but lately I've been getting stuff on my camcorder that can't really be explained away, and you'll hear a bit of that tonight. But I do want to address something. A while back, I believe it was last week, I did a show, and the show wasn't about this, but at the beginning of the show, I kind of went on a rant about Joe James. He was a member of my former team, PACE. That's Paranormal Encrypted Exploration. Now, I want to be very clear about this, because even though I ripped on him on my show, I was not attacking PACE. Okay, I want that very clear. I don't have a problem with PACE itself. It is strictly him that I've had a problem with for a long time, let's say. And I'm not going to get into that whole thing tonight because that'll just start me on another tangent, and I don't want to go there. So, but something did happen that is why I'm bringing this up. Without any coaxing by us, we hadn't even mentioned them. I want to make that very clear. We had not brought them up at all night. We got an EVP that you're going to hear a little bit later, probably in part 2, that said pace. It goes pace, and I said, what about pace? And it goes, they suck. Now, we did not doctor this. We were not making this up. We did not coax this on in any way, shape, or form. This is just what came out. Now, I am not saying that pace indeed sucks. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not stating an opinion about it one way or the other. I am just telling you what we got, and that it was under no means was it brought on by us. It was completely spontaneous and in the moment. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get things started. To set things up for you, sorry. To set things up for you, what started our night was Jose and them. They have a lot of equipment. I mean, like a lot, like so much more than what we have. And that's not envy, but well, okay, maybe a little bit envy, but it's not really envy speaking there. It's just a statement in fact. They have like so much more equipment than what we have. I think they work with a far bigger budget than we have. I think they have sponsors and all that stuff, so probably affords them quite a bit more stuff than we can scrape together, and that's fine. But the downside to that is when you have more equipment, it takes you quite a bit longer to set up. And so while they were setting up, we went ahead and started while they were setting up, we went ahead and started our investigation, and we went to what we believe has been the most active lately place in the whole building, which is the attic above the bingo hall portion of the FireMuseum. Because half of it's like a bingo hall, the other half's the actual FireMuseum. Anyway, so that's where we were. And I want to state something else just for the record here. What I like to do, and other members of my team may feel differently about it than I do, and that's their prerogative. But when I do these EVP shows, when I play my EVPs, I do not listen to them. I do not review them before I do the show. And the reason for that is because I actually like to hear what you're going to hear at the same time you're hearing it. I think that just it gives a certain validity to things. That's just my personal opinion on the matter. And uh, yeah, I don't have a problem with anybody on my team or on any other team reviewing stuff beforehand. That's fine. Um, but there you have it. So, anyways, we're in this first clip. We're up in the attic, and without further ado, here we go. Session recording, FireMuseum attic. Who's here? Walk back and forth, aren't you? Okay, a couple things here really quick. I'm going to bring this back to the start because there's actually a like a whispering voice right at the beginning of this clip. And also, I want to point out that the beeping sound that you're going to be hearing quite a bit throughout this clip, and probably through a few others, is actually an app that was invented by my good friend Danny from Big Beard Audio. And what this app does basically is it turns your phone or your device into a shadow detector or like a REM pod. And it's called Spirit Trap version 1. And the way it works is it'll calibrate itself to its environment. So it'll what it does is it actually reads temperature fluctuations, EM fluctuations, and what have you that are natural in the environment. And then once it calibrates, you press the button again and it arms. And then you leave it be, and like even on the video, at one point I was jumping up and down around it. I was moving all around it. Nothing happened. It didn't go off once. So every time you hear this thing go off, something is actually setting it off. Alright, so I think what this voice says... Well, actually, I'm going to play it again, and then we'll talk about what I think it says. Session recording, FireMuseum attic. Who's here? Session recording, FireMuseum attic. Who's here? Session recording, FireMuseum attic. Okay, really quick. Am I breaking up to anybody else? And hi, Kathy. And hi, Becca, and whoever else is in chat. And by the way, yes, Becca, I saw your IM, and I didn't get anything in my email, so I don't have yours, and it's kind of late in the game to be doing all that. But I'll try and add them. What I just heard, and uh, I could be wrong, but what I hear is I hear help, and then I hear, can you help me? So let me play this one more time. Session recording, FireMuseum attic. Who's here? Session recording, FireMuseum attic. Who's here? And there you have it. And then there's the first of many of those beeps to come, actually, because they just love messing with that thing. Alright, so anyways, continuing on. You walk back and forth, aren't you?
Light went off when you were asking that.
You set off the alarm.
I just heard that Joel did.
Hi, John. Okay, so as you can hear there, we're talking about whoever set off that alarm, and I'm going to back it up just a little bit, and we're going to play that again. Reagan heard Joel. I thought actually heard, not on the device, but actually heard with my own ears, Jonah. So I wanna play this again. You set off the alarm.
Joel did.
Yeah, I actually hear it before I ask the question. Okay, so I'm downloading uh, Becca's EVP clip now. And then it should take, who knows how long to upload it to Spreaker, so we should have that shortly. Let me just go to my music library real quick. As the thing starts downloading. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and play this again because what I heard was a definite Jonah, and it said it right before I asked the question. So keep your ears on.
Light went off when you were asking that.
It was right there. It goes Jonah, and it said that before I even asked the question, and before I tripped over that stupid pipe. What? Oh my god! I tripped on that thing so many times that night. Oh my god! It was ridiculous. Like what it was is it wasn't even entirely my fault. Okay, you this is kind of a cautionary tale though. You have to be super careful when you do this kind of work because um, the conditions you work in much of the time are, pretty much in the dark. But what kept happening is there's these pipes laying down on the floor, and there's a bunch of long ones, and then there's a shorter one. And for every time I would walk by, the shorter one would start to roll towards the middle of the walkway. And so when I would walk back, I'd keep tripping on the damn thing. Yeah, I hear Jonah too. Um, Kathy says she heard Joe, and it sounded like a lady. It sounded like Jonah to me, and Jonah's a little boy. And Becca says she heard Jonah as well. And she says she could also hear it on the device pretty good on her EVP set. And Kathy said she heard a scream, which I didn't hear. So, but I have her notes as well from Becca, so we'll be going by that when we play this clip. But that probably won't be until part 2 because it takes a while to upload. Anyways, continuing on. Actually, let's give this one more listen real quick.
Light went off when you were asking that.
Set off the alarm.
I just heard Joel did.
Hi, John. Got a nice order. Definitely wasn't dust.
I actually hear Jonah did it repeated multiple times. Um, and I just wanted to point out really quickly that there are other voices there that you're probably hearing. However, those are the other investigators down in the bingo hall area. Um, it's just that the way that sound carries because that part of the Farm Museum is not at all like soundproof or anything. So.
Light went off when you were asking.
You set off the alarm.
I just heard Joel did.
Hi, John. Got a nice order. Definitely wasn't dust.
How many are up here? How many of you are up here?
Okay, now to kind of explain, the attic up there is kind of like a long room, and I placed my digital recorder at the other end of the room. That's why we sound like we're so distant. Um, but even from here, I can make out uh, certain things, and I want to go back over this again.
How many are up here? How many of you are up here? There are 7 of you up here?
If there's 7, can you turn that flashlight off? Is it the same 7 that was here last time?
You can get lots of extra.
Okay, like I was saying, even from where my digital recorder was sitting, I can make out the word 7. I mean, it was super, super clear. So I want to play that one more time.
Definitely wasn't us. It was illuminated. I don't have
And I just heard Ghost Wolf. Let me play that again.
How many of you are up here? There are 7 of you up here?
If there's 7, can you turn that flashlight off? Is it the same 7 that was here last time?
You can get lots of exercise, Jay.
Yeah. Walking, 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 walking. Lots and lots of walking. Who set that off? There's 10 up here now? Are you trying to turn that flashlight on? Yep. Are there
Alright, we only got about 7 minutes left in this session, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and go to the next clip. This next one, let's see, we would have been... I believe this would have been down in the FireMuseum itself.
I'm getting coaches right here again. Hey, there's 30 chairs in here.
Okay, now, right off the bat, I hear something. What I hear, well, we'll get into that. I'm just going to go ahead and play this again.
I'm getting coaches right here again. Hey, there's 30 chairs in here.
Okay, that's Jose and Eddie that you're hearing right there. And then you hear Jose go, hey, there's 30 chairs in here. Well, right after he says, hey, I hear another voice go, hey.
I'm getting coaches right here again. Hey, there's 30 chairs in here.
30 chairs and a pew.
Are you the one that always sits in the last chair?
I was still here. Maybe they'll come over
Damn
and sit
straight,
by me.
there's exactly 30 chairs.
It said something about 30. I forget now, it's on video.
It was a little cooler, right?
Yeah, when we walked in here, the spirit box said, "We missed you."
It's definitely cooler right here.
Yeah, someone was asking for a hug a little bit, you know, here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's
And then, like, right here was where I got my cold chills the second time. And then, before that, it was like right up over here. And it said beat 15 times. So I hit right there.
Whoa.
15 times.
I just got a
I
big
got
orb.
good cold chills right here for the first time.
so maybe I should try to set up shop in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might not be a bad
Set up
idea.
shop in here.
I like going around and just using my instincts. Doing things.
Yeah, I need to go charge this damn thing again. It keeps sucking my battery dry.
That's crazy.
EVP session ends. Yeah, where we were is there's an area. It's set up kind of like a little media room or like a movie room almost, and it's right next to where the safety house is. There's like rows of like folding metal chairs, and then there's a pew in the very back row. And as Jose said, there's actually exactly 30 chairs set up, not counting the pew. So it was interesting that he got that it said 30 prior to me showing up there. And then that, hey, I mean, that to me is pretty clear. And then there was some other stuff there too that I can't quite make out. I don't know. Yeah, they haven't said anything about it in chat, so I don't know. But we've got about 2.5 minutes left, so I'm going to go ahead and play this again. And then when we come back, you're going to hear the pace